Hello, boys and girls. We are glad to see you today. My name is Anne.
My name is Julia.
Julia, how are you today?
I'm happy. And how are you today, Anne?
I'm fine, thank you. And children, what about you? How are you today? If you are happy, write number 1 in the chat. If you are fine, write number 2 in the chat. If you are sad, write number 3 in the chat. If you are angry, write number 4 in the chat. And if you are sleepy, write number 5 in the chat.
Choose the number and write it in the chat.
Some of you are fine, some of you are happy. Okay, and one of them is sleepy. Okay, that's great, thank you. Let's start our lesson.
Oh, hello, Mickey. Hello, Minnie. Welcome to the class. Look, where's Mickey? Mickey is on the box. Let's say it together. On the box. Now, Mickey is under the box. Let's say it together. Under the box. Now, Mickey is in the box. Let's repeat it together. In the box. Now, Mickey is next to the box. Let's say it together. Next to the box. Now, Mickey is in front of the box. In front of the box. And now, Mickey is behind the box. Let's say it together. Behind the box. Thank you. Children, find Minnie. Where's Minnie? Choose the number and write it in the chat. 1, she's behind the chair. 2, she's in front of the picture. Choose the number and write it in the chat. Where's Minnie? She's behind the chair. 2, she's in front of the picture. Yes, you are absolutely right. Let's check. She's behind the chair. Now, where's Mickey? Number 1, he's on the chair. Number 2, he's under the table. Find Mickey. Where's Mickey? 1, he's on the chair. 2, he's under the table. Correct. He's under the table. And now, where's Minnie? 1, she's on the bed. 2, she's in front of the chair. Please choose the number and write it in the chat. Where's Minnie? She's on the bed. 2, she's in front of the chair. You're right. She's on the bed. Well done.
Children, and now let's learn new words. Look, it's a cupboard. Let's repeat together.
A cupboard.
Look, this is a glass. Let's repeat together.
A glass.
Look, this is a fridge. Let's repeat all together.
A fridge.
Look, this is a cooker. Let's repeat all together.
A cooker.
Next, this is a mirror. Let's repeat together.
A mirror.
Oh, and this is a sofa. Let's repeat together.
A sofa. Now, children, let's help Mickey. A fridge. Is it number 1 or 2? Please choose the number and write it in the chat. Is it number 1 or 2? A fridge. Yes, you are right. It's number 1. A glass. Is it number 1 or number 2? Please choose the number and write it in the chat. Is it number 1 or 2? A glass. You're right. It is number 2. A cupboard. Is it 1 or 2? A cupboard. Choose the number and write it in the chat. You are absolutely correct. Number 2. A sofa. Is it number 1 or 2? Please choose the number and write it in the chat. A sofa. Yes, you are right. It is number 1. A mirror. Is it number 1 or number 2? Please help Mickey and write it in the chat. Number 1 or 2? A mirror. It is number 1. Good job. A cooker. Is it number 1 or 2? Please choose the number and write it in the chat. Yes, it is number 2. Good job. Well done, everybody.
Children, now look at the picture. Where is the apple? Number 1, it's under the table, or number 2, it's in the fridge. Choose the correct number and write it in the chat. Where is the apple? Number 1, it's under the table, or number 2, it's in the fridge. Yes, you are absolutely correct. It's in the fridge. Where is the cake? Number 1, it's on the table, or number 2, it's in the fridge. Where is the cake? Number 1 or number 2? Write the correct number in the chat. You are absolutely right. It's on the table. Where's the fridge? Number 1, it's next to the cooker, or number 2, it's next to the table. Where's the fridge? Number 1 or number 2? Please write the correct number in the chat. You are correct. Number 1, it's next to the cooker. Look, where's the cup? Number 1, it's in the fridge, or number 2, it's in the cupboard. Look, where's the cup? Number 1 or number 2? Write the correct number, please. Yes, it's in the cupboard. Thank you. Where's the lamp? It's in front of the mirror, or it's next to the sofa? Please write. Number 1, it's in front of the mirror, or number 2, it's next to the sofa. Where is the lamp? Yes, you are absolutely correct. It's next to the sofa. Where's the picture? Number 1 is behind the lamp, or number 2, it's next to the mirror. Where's the picture? Number 1 or number 2? Yes, you are absolutely correct. It's next to the mirror. Thank you. Well done.
Anne, look! An apple!
Where?
In the fridge.
Yes, there is an apple in the fridge. Julia, look, a cake.
Where?
On the table.
Yes, there is a cake on the table. Anne, look! Oranges.
Where?
In the fridge.
Yes, there are 2 oranges in the fridge. Julia, look, bananas.
Where?
On the table.
Yes, there are 3 bananas on the table.
Ребята, обороты there is и there are используются, когда мы хотим сказать, что что-то где-то находится. Но чем же они различаются? В этом нам помогут разобраться Микки и Мини.
Ну, конечно, is употребляется с единственным числом, а are со множественным.
Тогда there is для единственного числа, there are для множественного числа.
And now, children, choose the correct answer. Match and choose the correct answer. 1, 1A, 2B, or 2, 1B, 2A. Please match and choose the correct answer. Let's check. Yes, you are definitely correct. Number 2. Well done.
Children, and now look at the picture and choose the correct answer. A sofa in the living room. Number 1, there is, or number 2, there are. Please choose the correct answer and write it in the chat. A sofa in the living room. There is, or there are. Okay, correct. Number 1, there is a sofa in the living room. Thank you. Look, 3 cupboards in the kitchen. Number 1, there is, or number 2, there are. 3 cupboards in the kitchen. Number 1 or number 2? Yes, there are 3 cupboards in the kitchen. You are absolutely right. Look, 3 glasses on the table. Number 1, there is, or number 2, there are. Please choose the correct answer. Number 1 or number 2? Yes, there are 3 glasses on the table. 5 bananas on the fridge. On the fridge. Yes. Choose number 1 or number 2. There is, or there are.
Choose the number and write it in the chat, please.
Yes, you are absolutely right. There are 5 bananas on the fridge. A lamp in the living room. Number 1, there is, or number 2, there are. A lamp in the living room. Please choose the correct number. Number 1 or number 2?
Choose the correct number and please write it in the chat.
Yes, there is a lamp in the living room. You are absolutely right. A mirror in the bathroom. Number 1, there is, or number 2, there are. A mirror in the bathroom. Please choose the correct answer. Number 1, there is, or number 2, there are. Yes, number 1, there is a mirror in the bathroom. Well done.
Энн, Микки и Мини что-то хотят нам сказать. Может быть, мы о чем-то забыли?
Конечно, Микки и Мини хотят подсказать нам правило, что предложение с there is, there are переводится на русский язык с конца. Look, there is an apple in the fridge. В холодильнике находится яблоко. Обратите внимание, мы переводим такое предложение с конца. There are 2 apples on the table. На столе находятся 2 яблока. Мы снова переводим это предложение с конца. Микки, Мини, спасибо вам за такое напоминание. Это очень важно.
Children, now let's play a little more. Choose the correct answer. There is an orange in the fridge. Number 1. В холодильнике находится апельсин. Number 2. Апельсин находится в холодильнике. Choose the correct option and write it in the chat, please. Number 1 or number 2? There is an orange in the fridge. Yes, you are right. Number 1. В холодильнике находится апельсин. There are 2 glasses on the table. Number 1. 2 стакана находятся на столе. Number 2. На столе находятся 2 стакана. Please choose the number and write it in the chat. There are 2 glasses on the table. Please choose the number and write it in the chat. You are absolutely right. Number 2. На столе находятся 2 стакана. There is a mirror in the bathroom. Number 1. В ванной комнате находится зеркало. Number 2. Зеркало находится в ванной комнате. Please choose the correct answer and write it in the chat. There is a mirror in the bathroom. Choose the correct answer and write it in the chat. You are correct. Number 1. В ванной комнате находится зеркало. There are 2 lamps in the living room. Number 1. 2 лампы находятся в гостиной. Number 2. В гостиной находятся 2 лампы. Please choose the correct answer and write it in the chat. There are 2 lamps in the living room. Choose the number and write it in the chat. You are right, it's number 2. В гостиной находятся 2 лампы. Well done!
And now, children, please put the numbers in the correct order. Расставьте цифры в правильном порядке. There are 2 sofas in the living room. Please put the numbers in the correct order. Please put the numbers in the correct order.
Let's check now.
Yes, you are absolutely right. В гостиной находятся 2 дивана. 1, 3, 2. There is a glass on the table. Please put the numbers in the correct order. There is a glass on the table.
Put the numbers in the correct order and write it in the chat, please. Let's check.
На столе находится стакан. Yes, you are absolutely correct. 3, 2, 1. There is a TV in the bedroom. Please put the numbers in the correct order. There is a TV in the bedroom.
Put the numbers in the correct order and write them in the chat, please. Let's check now.
В спальне находится телевизор. 2, 1, 3. You are great. Thank you. Well done, children.
Great job, everybody. That's all for today. Do you like the lesson? Write number 1, yes. Or number 2, no. Do you like the lesson? Yes. Number 1, no. Number 2. Please write it in the chat. Do you like the lesson? Thank you. Thank you so much.
And now our lesson is over. Thank you for your activity, children. See you soon.
Goodbye, Mickey and Minnie. Goodbye, children.